Hello Africa, hello Cameroon, and welcome to yet another edition of Shine Africa. We are at the Sumatra Hotel in BMIC, and I say a very big thank you to management and staff of this hotel, and of course to the Shine Africa crew. We have a very fine guest in the house today, a very pretty lady. She is our main guest and also our guest artist. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lydole. You're very welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Mirabel.
We're so happy to have you because this is not the first time. It's the first time on Shine Africa, but of course, you've given us many chances to do Shine Africa at the Goethe Institute at Bastos. Yes, you are not just the main guest, you're also the guest artist. So we are going to welcome you once more as guest artist of the show.
Okay.
So let us put our hands together again for our guest artist.
Thank you.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
Lydole. Mimoulet d'abord. Tu viens me parler d'amour et d'attachement, me dis qu'il fait semblant et que l'âge me laissera tomber pour une autre, changera pour une cancre qui ne l'aimera pas forcément. Qu'il a fait ci, qu'il a fait ça, mais dis-moi ton problème dedans c'est quoi? Tu racontes partout qu'il monte et descend, pourquoi vous aimez le Congo ça comme ça? Et même s'il me ment tout le temps, il a dormi dehors. Et même s'il a déjà dragué tout les go du quartier, ton problème dedans c'est quoi? Moi je ne parle pas avec les mal élevés, avec les mal éduqués, avec les A, B, C, D, Cholemi. Yele, 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 ah. Yele oh, quand tu me souris j'existe. Sans toi je me perds dans le vide. Quand tu me sers je vibre. Tes problèmes les portraits sur mon dos. T'es ma raison de vivre. Yele oh, yele 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 oh, yele 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 oh, yele 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 oh. Yele peut vider le bar avec les waka, il enchaîne les rencarts, il mange tous les mâchoires, on les barre, achète les rêves et revend les cauchemars. Yele est en roublard, en bootman à lascar, en fêtard, en couche tard, une vieille voiture sans phare, maman, tout ça pour mon gars. Est-ce que c'est ta part? Et même s'il est foiré, foireux, fort en foiré, foiré, faro, c'est le mien. Moi je ne parle pas avec les mal élevés, avec les mal éduqués, avec les A, B, C, D, Cholemi. En fait, il y a ceux qu'on aime intensément, ceux qu'on aime seulement et qu'on aime éternellement. Yele, je t'aime comme jamais je n'ai aimé quelqu'un. Tu sais, j'ai mon début, mon milieu et même ma fin. Quand tu me souris j'existe. Sans toi je me perds dans le vide. Quand tu me sers je vibre. Tes problèmes je porterai sur mon dos. T'es ma raison de vivre. Yele oh, yele 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 oh, yele 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 oh, yele 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 oh. Mauvais regard dans le quartier, je t'ai déjà validé. Les mauvaises langues n'ont qu'à parler, mon cœur t'a déjà validé. Mauvais regard dans le quartier, yele, yele, le tour si c'est ton pied, mon pied. Mon cœur t'a déjà validé. Moi je ne parle pas avec les mal élevés, avec les mal éduqués, avec les A, B, C, D, Cholemi. Avec les mal élevés, avec les mal éduqués, avec les A, B, C, D, Cholemi. Yele, je te yano. Mondolo, mi ondondole. Le cœur du ballot. Aka, les fausses personnes. Quand tu souris, ça existe. Sans toi, je me perds dans le vide. Quand tu me sers, je vibre. Tes problèmes de pancréas sur mon dos. T'es ma raison de vivre. Yéléo. Yélé, 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 yéléo. Yélé, 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 yéléo. Yélé, 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 yéléo.
Wow, beautiful. Lele, lele. I cannot even try to sing. I don't even have the voice to do that one.
Yélé, 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 yéléo.
Oh, God. You beat me hands down on that one.
Thank you very much, Mirabel.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
You asked that we do a cocktail for you.
Yeah.
So come to my kitchen where we do the happy juice.
Okay.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
So tell me, why do you like a cocktail?
In fact, it's because, first of all, I love pineapple.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And as well, I also love watermelon. So a mixture of the two for me is one of the best things we can have as juice. So I decided to have both.
Okay. And I think this mixture has a lot of water.
Yeah.
The water from the pineapple itself, and then that
water
from the
of
watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having it too.
Can't wait to taste.
Our juice is ready. Well, we are two ladies today, so I serve you first. Yes, for you.
Thank you.
What's your favorite color, please?
Red.
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 The lady in red.
Yeah, like red like passion, red like love, you know.
Red like the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Let me take a red so that we are two on set. Can you have a sip of the cocktail, please?
Delicious.
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 And just before we take leave of you, ladies and gentlemen, remember that a kitchen without a juicer is not alive. A kitchen without a juicer is not alive.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
You're welcome back from that very juicy break, ladies and gentlemen. And in case you are just joining us, you're still on Shine Africa, and we're at Somate Hotel in Biemasi. And of course, I'm still in the company of my very beautiful and pretty guest, Lydole. You're welcome once more.
Thank you very, very much, Mirabel. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes. We're going to be talking a lot about you.
Yeah.
But first, let's begin with, who is Lydole?
This is a quite complicated question, you know. I'm Lydole. I'm a female artist, spoken word artist, poet, and writer. I recently discovered myself into comedy and acting. I'm passionate in everything that has to do with literature, writing, live performances, and I'm a PhD student.
You're what?
I'm a PhD student
Yeah.
at the University of Yaoundé-Tsoussoua.
What are you studying, please?
Economics.
Wow, that's powerful. But I know that you're also a communicator.
Yeah, for the Goethe Institute, Cameroon.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
we're going to get to that. So,
Okay.
where do you come from?
I come from the West region.
Oh,
of
that's
Cameroon,
strange to me. I thought I knew you.
I'm coming from the West region. My name is Doli Soren Mwafo. And I decided to call myself Lydole, which is a kind of anagram of Dolly. So Lydole, Dolly. So
Yeah,
that's it.
Lydole Dolly.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. I
Yeah.
know that you are the communicator for the Goethe Institute. How do they call it, please?
Goethe Institute, Cameroon.
Is it Goethe Institute? I want to say it in German. Eh?
Goethe Institute, Cameroon.
Goethe Institute.
Goethe.
Goethe Institute.
Cameroon.
And if you have been watching Shine Africa, you would remember that we did a lot of shows at the Goethe Institute at Bastos.
Yeah.
And we like to thank you because you were very instrumental when we were arranging for that program.
You know, this is all about culture, and one of our the role of the Goethe Institute is to promote culture in Cameroon. So it's normal that we say yes when you come to us. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, how did you become with your background in economics, how did you become communication secretary or officer for the Goethe Institute?
It's a kind of, I won't say funny experience, but when I got my bachelor, I wanted to go to study in Germany. So I did German courses at the Goethe Institute.
Yeah.
And then I was chosen for the master degree, so I decided to stay in Cameroon and continue. And then they, called for application. They were looking for someone that is keen at communication, that knows how social media works, but also speaks French, English, and German. So I went to I applied.
Okay.
So, and at the end, they called me, and I was a little bit surprised. At the beginning, it wasn't that easy because I had to learn back, because the background I have is not of communication, but since I really love it. I've been doing that for myself. I've been an artist for almost 10 years now, and I've always been communicating for myself, and social media is like passion to me. So yeah, I just learn other things, but I just complete from what I already had.
Yeah, that's so beautiful, and to know that I'm trying to find out now. You're being an artist.
Yeah.
Is it the inspiration you've gotten from being a part of Goethe Institute? Or were you an artist before joining Goethe? Because I know that they deal a lot with artists and all of that.
I was an artist before. I started doing poetry. First of all, when I was a child, I was shy. So I used to express myself through writing. So I had a kind of book where I wrote everything that happened to me, like Dear Diary. Today, I gave my bread to my friend, and she didn't give me her sweets. So I had something like that. And then with time, I turned those stories into poems. Okay. And from poems, I went into spoken word. I discovered spoken word in 2010, during a competition. I don't know if you know Challenge Vacances. So
we hear
I took
about
part
that.
in the competition. At the beginning, it was just a joke, like for me just to express myself. Like I saw people doing it, and I wanted to try. And that year, I won the national final.
Wow,
so
that's
for me,
beautiful.
It was thanks. For me, it was just like, oh, what's that? I think it can be nice. So I decided to a little bit more put myself in that, learn what does it mean to be a poet? How does a live performance has to be? So I had a little bit of experiences. I joined a collective. I don't know if you know, it's 237 Paroles now, but before their name was La Phrase Slam. So together with other poets, people that love writings, together we try to complete each other, learn one from another. Yeah. And then in 2013, I had the first contact with the Goethe Institute because they launched a competition called the Spoken Word Project.
Yeah.
It was a kind of travel of stories all over Africa. And I won the one from Cameroon.
Wow, this is beautiful.
So because of the Goethe Institute, I traveled for the first time out of the country to represent not only the spoken word, but also Cameroon. And for me, it was just amazing.
Wow.
So I already had
that was in 2013?
Yeah, 2013. Yeah. And then after that, it was... I wasn't that known in Cameroon because, spoken word is still finding its own way.
Yeah, we don't know much about that, yeah.
But outside, I had little bit of experience through festivals. I went to South Africa, I went to Tanzania, I went to Ivory Coast, Chad, Gabon, Senegal, and there I just tried to put together a lot that I learned from others and build myself. And then in 2017, I started working for the Goethe Institute.
That's a beautiful way of putting it. Now, talk to me about your English. You speak very good English, and you're Francophone, I should say.
Francophone. One of my best friends when I was still a child she wasn't Genevieve. So she was just my neighbor. And in fact, her big sister was her neighbor. So she used to come during holidays. And you imagine yourself when everybody leave their house in the day and you're just two at home. Like the whole compound is just two children. Mm-hmm. I speak French, she speaks English, and you have to find a way to play
Yeah,
together
to blend
and spend the
and-
time.
yeah.
So after 2, 3, 4 weeks, I started knowing some words. And then the next month, I could say some little things.
In English.
Yes, in English. No, it was first of all pidgin.
In
It was
pidgin,
not
yeah.
even English, it was pidgin. But in school, I tried to, don't run away from English lessons. Because we all know
Yeah.
that most of the time when the English teacher get in the classroom, everybody's
That's
just going.
what we did for
yeah,
French.
that's it. But
Yeah.
but I didn't. So I was really like, I want to learn. I want to know more about this because they told me that pidgin English is not clean English. So I had to clean my pidgin for me to speak in good
Yeah,
English. So
in English.
I'm still learning it. Yeah.
No, I think you're at the peak already.
Yeah.
Now, when we come back from the break, we would be talking about your project and what future there is for Lydole.
Okay.
And of course, that break is going to be with you.
Ah.
So let us have Lydole in another musical break.
Mince. Pas c'est seulement chez moi. Mais gars, il y a les deux où tu te lèves le chap, tu begin à Wanda que rien dans ta life ne waka. Que même les pays frères qui au quoi te côté le café begin à tout call waka. Tu begin à sciencer sur all les faux que tu as pu d'eau. Tu Wanda que tu veux un bindi way, mais gars. Y a pas les dos. Assez, c'est encore quel ré qu'on te brasse pour n'importe quoi. Bindi on te bloque. Pourquoi les gars y a mon le battre comme ça? Assez. La vie si c'est même quoi, non? Moi et Wanda, mon frère, ça c'est même quoi? Les gants, le sang à l'œil, tu t'amuses, on te blesse. Pour une histoire de las, tu ne veux pas, tu laisses. Hey, assez. Donc la vie si c'est ça. Ha, j'étais pas prête, mon frère, ça c'est même quoi? C'est l'undem, c'est l'undem, c'est l'undem, c'est l'undem. Pélica, c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, pays seul, c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. En fait, l'undem, c'est quand tu deviens la jomba de ton Joe. La foi est libre, pourquoi les gars vexent quand tu y as mot ton Dieu? C'est ta personne même qui te chiba, ta pays seul qui te sissia. Depuis que tu cours dans le sac là, Akadi donc des mots c'est ça. On dit que le vol n'est pas mon, que nos gens doivent se faire là. Mais quand les oui nous accaparent, quand on n'a plus de cola, le système est tchakap, les grands frères nous cacac. Le système est tchakap, les grands frères nous cacac. Poésie, nanga boko, slam, coco, baka. Assez, la vie si c'est même quoi, non? Les déo est high, mon frère, ça c'est même quoi? Hey, c'est l'undem, c'est l'undem, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, Pélica c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, pays seul c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. Des mois, demi, demain, demeure, colère, déni. Je sais pas si c'est la nuit, mais gars, tu passes tes journées en boîte de nuit. C'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. Des mois, demi, demain, demeure, colère, déni. Et non pas si c'est la nuit, mais gars, tu passes tes journées en boîte de nuit. C'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, Pélica, c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, pays seul, c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. C'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem. Hey, Lydole. C'est l'undem, pays seul, c'est l'undem, hey, c'est l'undem.
Wow. This is so beautiful.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
Wow. Let's keep clapping for Lydole, please. You know the energy that's in you. There's so much energy, and then you have the vocals, and and then you can dance so well. Everything about it, the whole package is so beautiful.
Thank you.
How do you do that? Do you do a lot of rehearsals? Or?
Yes, I do practice.
You practice a lot?
Yes, a lot. At home, even when I'm alone, when I have no show, I try to like find a way to improve myself. Like, how can I add for the next time? How can I do it different from the way people used to see it? And,
You've been in the industry for 10 years, but this is about the first time, or I mean, this song, Selondem, I think that's what has brought you to the limelight. Yeah, so how does it feel being on top now?
It's quite new. It's quite new and different because when people recognize you on the way, it's like, ce n'est pas la fille qui chante Selondem là-bas. You know, it's a kind of, you're on the first, like on one hand, you feel happy, like people recognize me. On the other side, you're a little bit afraid because you have no more private life, because everything you do, people watch you, people look at you, and that's it. But it's quite nice.
So where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I hope that in 5 years, everybody in Cameroon will know, first of all, what spoken word is, what poetry is, and accept and adopt it. That's really the aim. That's what I want to promote.
If you guys are doing some concerts here and there, but there's not much happening in Cameroon.
Unfortunately, the thing is, even when we try to organize shows, it's not everybody that comes. The problem, as I said, is that people, it's not that they don't love it. It's like most of the people don't know it. But what we try to do is to make people know or discover. So we already initiated small activities or programs. We have since 2 years now what we called Slam Up. It's a kind of festival where we are moving from town to town. Yaoundé, Douala, Chang, Bertois, Kribi. And the idea is to, like, since people cannot come to poetry, we go with that to them.
Yeah, I know that you're multilingual. And when I see a communicator from Goethe Institute, it tells me that I have a German in the house. And you're not going to go away without telling the German public that's watching now that you love them, you love being here, and you love them.
Okay, so hallo liebe Leute, die zu Hause sind und die ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen oder hören, verstehen. Ich heiße Lydole und ich bin sehr froh, hier zu sein und ich liebe ihn.
I hope you said what I asked you to say.
Yeah, of course. I told them, wait. I just greet everybody that is at home and can understand a little bit of German, and I just tell them that I love them.
That I know only Dankeschön. What's
Dankeschön.
that?
Yes, thank you.
That's all I know in German. That's wonderful. Now you sing principally in French. I would like to find out if there is something that you know how to do in English.
Yeah, of course.
Can you try it, please?
Yeah. So I have a poem that is entitled "I Choose You."
What?
I choose.
Okay.
You.
Yeah, I chose you.
Yeah. In front of everything and everybody, I decided you to be part of me and me to be part of you, even if it's just a few. I choose your smile amongst thousands, raise when you've been rising, because I've been waiting for you when other people have been browsing. So I choose you. Because before, I was just an empty shadow moving from the left to the right. I thought I was whirlwind, but I wasn't blowing on the right side. I thought I was in love, that I've been loved, but you came in and you changed my mind. Because you just at the door of my heart and I open without asking any fee. Because beside you I feel great tall even when I'm standing on my knees. Because without any hesitation, I give you all I have because you are all I need. So I choose you. Because you learned me that love doesn't need to be perfect. It has to be true. So sorry, but I choose you.
Please, can you clap your hands? I mean, we give it up to a multi-talented young lady like you.
Thank you, Mirabelle.
I see your future very far from here.
Thanks.
And we're just wishing you all the best on Shine Africa.
Thank you so much.
Now, a lot of people, especially those who are in the hall at the moment, have been listening to you, and I guess that someone has a question for you. It is the audience question.
Okay, my name is Bevis Anya. Please, I would like to ask you about 3 questions.
Okay.
The first question is, why does a pretty lady like you love dance with barefooted? And the second question is, if somebody wants to get into the industry of spoken word, how do you advise the person about the business? How is it lucrative? And thirdly, you made mention of traveling from different parts of Cameroon, but I never heard of places like Kumba, Bamenda, Manfi, Nake, Bole, and even
And Bafut.
Bafut, all those areas.
Okay.
So how do people like who are in those areas get to know you?
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the questions. First, the questions why I love dancing barefooted is really like it's a kind of identity for me. The first time I went on stage, I was afraid, so I removed my shoes to be comfortable. And since then, anytime I was on stage, I was barefooted, so it became like part of me.
An identity.
Yeah.
An
So
African too. That's the
that's
African
also-
identity.
Yeah. So that's why I always, when I have to perform, for me, is a moment where I have to feel myself the most comfortable way
Wow.
possible.
Beautiful.
So the next question was about how to get into the spoken word industry in a certain way. It's like the music industry is quite a little bit complicated. The idea is not to say that, okay, it's easy as soon as you have one song, the next day you're on the top. No. Of course, you have to make sure first that you have a good product, like you have the good text with the good music, and that you really define your target group. Because we shouldn't lie to ourselves. We have to know to whom you want to sell. And according to spoken word, at least you need people that understand a little bit. The people that listen. I think that's the first thing. Who is your target group? Then if you say, I want to reach the young people around 19 to 40 years old, then you go and find them. Because those people are most of all students, like young workers, and you know, where do you find students? Universities, sometimes nightclubs. So it's really a work on targeting. And then you define your objective. What do I want? Do I want to have showcases? Do I want to earn money? Do I want to, I don't know, let people know me, be popular? Because you can be popular without
earning money.
So it depends on what is your line, what's your career line. And when you put together all those things, then I think that's where you can imagine yourself like putting it. So now, if you define your target, you have a good song, you have everything, you find a way to make it known. You publish it first. So you have to also to choose, do I want it to be online? You know, today internet is the most important channel of communication. So you have to say, and the good thing about internet is that it's cheaper than television or radio.
That's true.
So you have to have a kind of brand of yourself and the brand of your communication on social media, and so that's how it goes. It's a process, a long process. But
that's the second question. So we go to the third.
The third one was why we didn't go to the say Northwest and Southwest region. When we decided to set the project, because I'm not alone, I'm with Irishtakam on the project.
Wow. Okay.
The first year we say okay, we first try. So the first year we did only Yaoundé, Douala, and Chang, where we know a little bit of people, like, okay, we can find there people that are interested in it. The second year we planned. We wanted to go to Boya because we wanted to be in partnership with Iya. I don't know if Iya Boya. Unfortunately, that's where the crisis started and everything just went upside down. So it was really difficult for us to move to that place. But afterwards, apart from that project, we also planned, because at ER, for example, they organize what they call Griot Nights.
Yes,
and
yes. I've attended one.
We plan to go there, but, you know, issues. But I just hope that everything just gets fixed well.
Yeah, it's going to get fixed.
And we will
Before we get to the guest question, I must say that you're looking very beautiful in that makeup by our makeup artist, Kate Njongwo.
She killed it. When I look at the mirror at the end, I was just like,
wow. Okay, that's fine. You've been taking all the questions, and now it's time for you to ask me a question. It is the guest question. What's that question going to be?
I'd like to know, what do you think what makes you powerful as a woman in this? Because we know being a TV host or woman of culture is really difficult in our country. But as a woman, you achieve a lot. For me, when I'm just watching, I'm like, oh, I want to be like that woman, always standing straight on our shoulders and with everything. And I wanted to know what's the strength.
You answered it when you answered the question. It's about determination, it's motivation, it's vision. Where do I want to go to? I have a particular me in my mind, and I compete with that me every day. Sometimes I think like I want to become better than the me in my mind.
You were before.
Yes. Okay. So and of course I look up to people like Oprah, and I always tell myself that I want to be. I first of all look up to Mo. Moments with Mo in Nigeria, and then I look up to Oprah, and I tell myself every day I want to become the Oprah of Africa.
And you will, definitely.
So amen.
Yeah,
so every day I'm working towards that.
But you know, you won't be the Oprah of Africa. You will be the Mirabel Siri of Africa.
Thank you. I claim all the blessings. And now is my best slot on the show. It is the dance slot, and you have asked that we dance to your friend Magasco, B-boy. So let's have our DJ on that beat.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine. If you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me, bang bang. Bang bang. Gonna bang it. Hands in the air, like you don't care. Right foot for day, and do your rotation. Hands in the air, like you don't care. Right foot for day, and do your rotation. Just today's only.
That was wonderful. I thought you were not going to dance, but you're a very good dancer.
I love the sound.
You love the sound,
yes.
Okay? So we're just going to see how many marks you've made for yourself.
Okay.
Was it a 5? No. Was it a 7? No. That leaves us with a 10.
Oh. Thank you.
That's so wonderful.
Thank you so much.
And now you're not going to sit down. You're just going to sign on our African calabash. Oh. Let me help you with the mic. Just get some space anywhere. Yeah. The calabash is already full.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. And she signed right here. Yeah. Lydole. Wow, you do not come on Shine Africa and you go back the same. Mm. So we kept a red gift for you because this is your favorite color.
Yes. Thank
okay,
you
that's from Shine
much,
Africa.
Siri.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on this program. It's just awesome. Like giving a space for us to express ourselves is just dope.
Wow, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you to take my thanks back to the Goethe Institute.
Of course I will.
And thank the director for me, especially Raphael.
No problem.
Thank you. See you some other time.
Thanks.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
Before we take leave of you, ladies and gentlemen, here is our watchword. It is an African proverb which says, even the best cooking pot will not produce food. Even the best cooking pot will not produce food. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank Somatel Hotel BMRC for hosting us. And of course, I say a very big thank you to management and staff of this hotel and to my amazing Shine Africa crew. I remain your host, Reverend Obongta, Mirabel Seringwa. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's a bye-bye from me to you. Bye-bye. Tu vois alors, tu me coupes les feelings.
If you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me, if you go give it to me, if only say you go give it to me, bang bang. Bang bang. Bang bang. Bang bang.